Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live. I have a super special guest today. It's going to be my mom. I haven't brought my mom on to do a live. She went vegan with me around the same amount at the same time, and she's had a huge, incredible health transformation. And I really want to share her story because I think that there's so many people out there that are suffering in a very similar way, and they don't know the power of plants. And I really want everyone to get a chance to see the power of plants. And so I'm going to be inviting her onto this live right now. So please feel free to ask any questions. Please feel free to reach out to her if you have any questions. And something about my mom is that we grew up in San Diego together, and I'm still waiting for her to join right now. So I'll just share a little bit of the story. Let's see if she's ready. Here we are. So she should be joining right now. Thank you, Esme, for watching. Glenda, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Hey, how's it going? There you are. Yeah, I can see you okay. Maybe if you want to lower the camera just a little bit, you can see your face a little bit better. There you are. Yeah. Hey, how's it going? So thank you so much for joining the live. I know that you've been asking me so many times to go live, and we're finally here and we're finally doing it. So Ma, tell us a little bit about you. I already gave a little introduction about what this is going to be about. I shared about a little bit about your journey, right? So now what I want to do is you introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm hold on one second because my
It's
dog
okay. You can hold it if it's easier
fine,
for you.
and also I'm having difficult with my charger. Come here. Come here. See? Okay. He was fine, but now he's just playing. So anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about yourself. I already gave a little introduction about what this live is going to be about. It's your healing journey. So tell us a little bit about yourself before we jump into that.
Yeah, I'm 56 years old. I'm Kevin's mom. And when I was 21, a drunk driver hit me, and I was like turned all the way to the left. And it took me a year and a half to recover, in physical therapy to straighten my body. But from then on, I've had chronic migraines from since I was 21. Remember, I'm 56 now. And uh, then the back started 2 years after I had Kevin, and I couldn't have any more kids. And I've lived with chronic pain all my life. And then I started having all these other illnesses, and it all went hand in hand. It was like the doctor's more drugs, oh, script. And so I did that for until like 3 years ago. And my son called me, Kevin, and asked me to watch a documentary. That's all he said, and said to call him when I'm done watching it. I said, okay, babe. So I call my babe back, and he's like, what do you think of the video? And I said, I guess we're going vegan. And that's what we did. We went vegan from that day on. And here we are 3 years later. And my son, he actually had a life-threatening illness. And he could tell you more on his spine disease. And, he was doing $5,000 a month in shots in his legs. And he couldn't work for 3 weeks. He couldn't lift his head. He's very sick, and could die. And he knew this, and someone offered him that video of What the Hell on Netflix. That's what we watched, What the Hell. And if I didn't watch that, and there was no animal abuse or anything, it was like all information about, what the food does, and it just all made sense. And, and then when I did it and it was like real, it's like, oh my God, I got to tell everybody because it's that big of a difference. It's like, oh my God,
Sure.
what the heck? Like, what the hell? What the hell? So it's like,
Exactly.
why didn't I learn this when I was in school? What the heck? So, it really changes. Then we became animal rights activists. Climate change.
Real quick before you get into that, I wanna share a couple of things from my perspective, and also I want to share a little bit about what I saw from what I was seeing. Because for me, when I made that decision, like what you're talking about, I was really, really sick, right? And I didn't know what to do, and someone recommended me that, and I started recommended me the documentary What the Health, and that's when I started making changes. And immediately after that, I did tell you, it was about a month later, I started experiencing some health benefits. I started feeling better. And then I was like, I called you up exactly like what you said. And I said, you need to watch this. You're not in good shape. From my perspective, at the time, you were in really, really, I would say, bad shape, and your health was really declining, and it seemed like it was going down really, really fast at that time. And I remember calling you up and saying, "Hey, I don't know if you have much time left. You need to make some drastic changes, and I think I found something that could actually make a difference in your life." And that was going vegan, right? So what I noticed is right before you ended up going vegan, I remember that we had a hard time. Remember, we used to bump heads a lot, right? And we used to have like kind of like a strained relationship. And I feel like part of it was some of the health challenges that you went through as a being younger. That put a strain. Of course, splitting up with my dad, put some strain, right? And so there was these moments, that put strain in our lives, and put a lot of challenges. And I felt like when you went vegan, it was one of the first times in our lives that I felt like we were able to connect, right, on a deeper level, and we had like some really common ground of something that we were working towards kind of together. And I remember we were sharing. I remember I moved to Kuwait 1 month after that, and I remember I told you we were connected and we were doing recipes together and we were talking a lot, and we were more interactive. And the biggest shift that I noticed in your change at that time was your mental capability. I remember before I even left to Kuwait, you couldn't use your iPad. You couldn't use Instagram. You couldn't use TikTok. You couldn't use Snapchat. You couldn't figure out these things. And it was like after you were able to take out the animal products, it was like you had a mental clarity, and you had a lot more, I would say, a lot more energy. And I would say that you were able to pick up things so much faster, and were able to hold conversations. Now, things weren't perfect. Don't get me wrong. We still had some challenges, but at the same time, I could tell that you were really able to grasp everything that I was putting down. You were able to learn everything. You taught me so many things. You were teaching me about TikTok before I even did TikTok. You were like, Kev, you should get on TikTok, Kevin. And like that was just blowing my mind, because you took 5 years ago, 6 years ago, we weren't talking about this kind of stuff. We weren't talking about this digital kind of stuff, and we weren't able to do that, right? And then the other thing that I noticed is that I felt like you had a drive and like a purpose. And like, it almost seemed like for the first time, at least in my experience in your life, that I was like, man, my mom is really driven and she really has a purpose. And at the time, it was like what you said, being an animal rights activist. We started talking about it, sharing it, going to protest, right? Doing stuff together. And it really, really grew, and it became something that we became really passionate about it. But for you, I was so amazed to see how much energy you had and how much passion that you had towards doing that. And it was really, really admirable to see, and it was amazing. And the other thing that I noticed is that you were started getting off some of your prescription drugs. So from what I remember at the time, you were on about 20 different like drugs or
30.
so. 30 prescription drugs. And going vegan, how many prescription drugs did you drop down to after going vegan?
10.
To
So
10.
yeah, but it's not for illnesses. It's like a hormone, because they took out my thyroid, years ago. And then, my stomach, I have to take stomach, and hopefully, with the Perium, I'm actually cutting it down now, one pill, because this certain pill I've been taking, I have osteoporosis 3rd stage, really, really bad. And I break like just coffee. I can't even lift nothing, or I break something. So this medicine takes out all the vitamin C in my bones, which is Prilosec. So if you have stomach problems, don't get Prilosec, because you're gonna end up like I did with osteoporosis, which that's where Perium's coming in, because I already reversed everything just with the plant-based diet. I didn't use Perium, and I started it 2 weeks ago, because it was like, oh my God, I'm like, I was desperate. I mean, I have a pain pump now. I'm on Percocet, and these are the only things. So it's like, just to maintain me. It's the meds I take isn't for any illness. That it's not an illness. It's something unfortunately the drunk driver gave me when I was 21. And you know, the perium, it's gonna help me because like I made kale last night and Italian parsley. That's my go-to. I'm all about food for medicine, and so the kale and the Italian parsley, it helps with inflammation. And so, oh my God, it's like after 15 minutes while I was eating, I couldn't believe the pain was gone. And like I said, I'm on a lot of medication for the pain. That's the only thing that I can't get a grasp on. So, you know, I'm hoping doing the core four, and you know, I think it is getting better. I can say that since I've been on
Yeah.
the yeah,
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
that's something else that I want to talk about is now what we've done is you've gone on a tremendous healing journey through plants. We know the power of plants. And now what we've done is we partnered with a company that has the purest, best, highest quality plants that you could possibly find, all organic, all non-GMO, raw,
Right.
dehydrated, with no heat added, right? So it remains 98% of the enzymes, right? So with this kind of food, it's living food, it's live food, and it's gonna heal even further, right? So now there's a level, right? So there's different levels. People that go vegan, you could go vegan and you can eat junk food. You could eat Oreos, you could eat
But
soda, right? You
at
could eat
first,
processed food. Yeah, exactly. You can eat
no,
crackers, you can eat all this stuff. And that's
my
still vegan because that's not harming animals. That's still vegan. However, that isn't going to heal if you have dramatic illnesses or you have dramatic diseases or you have something that you're trying to reverse. It's likely going to put a stop on that. It might prevent it from progressing and getting worse, but it's not going to reverse it. So what we're doing right now is we partner with a company that's reversing illnesses and reversing diseases from people that have come in from situations like you, and there's other situations that are people that are in worse situations than you or similar situations. So if there's anyone right now that you know, that you're watching this or you're watching the replay or listening, and it's someone that has a more extreme type of illness that you can't heal them, whether it's your family member, whether it's your mom, whether it's your brother, whether it's your sister, whether it's your aunt, your uncle, we all have those people in our lives that are like, I'll never go vegan, I'm never going to go vegan. But guess what? They're going to get sick at some point. And if they get sick because of the way they're eating, they're going to want to get better.
it's so hard.
Every single talk to wants to get better, but they don't know the solution and they don't have answers. So my mom has solution for you, right? We've come up with a solution together. She has $50 gift cards she can offer to get you started on your health journey. So if you are in a situation where you're struggling, just like her, or worse, or someone that you know that you love, right, is struggling like this, we have a solution and we have an answer. And it starts as simple as $50 off or $100 off the ultimate lifestyle transformation. The ultimate lifestyle transformation is going to come with all the nutrition that you need for 30 days. And it's going to have the gut repair. So it's going to heal your gut. And that's the biggest issue, is the gut. All right. As well as sleep aid, which is the apothecary, as well as building blocks of protein, which is the amino acids, right? As well as a parasite cleanse that's going to cleanse your body. Now, these are not just typical plants that you can find in the supermarket. You can't find these in the supermarket. These are
Or
one,
afford them. You
or
can't
afford
afford it
them,
either.
or afford them. So $100 off this ultimate lifestyle transformation is a way that you could heal your family. It's a way that you could heal your friends. And it's something that also I want to share that I'm really proud of you. I'm proud of you for making this step. One of the biggest things and the biggest challenges that I have is that seeing that when you didn't have a purpose and it didn't feel like you were driven. I love that you have this mission. You have a huge passion right now of helping people, healing people. You've always had it. But what the problem is that there was no way to monetize that or make money. Like if you were to go to a job and help heal people, they're like, there's no room in the marketplace for that. So what we found is a room in the marketplace for people like you and me that have emotional intelligence, right? We have very high emotional intelligence, which means we really care about people and the planet and animals. But the problem is that doesn't pay. There's no job that helps you with emotional intelligence. So we finally aligned together and now we're working together and healing people. Can you talk about how excited you are to heal people and help people on their healing journey, or a little bit about it?
Yeah, I've always been a caregiver. It's a real disease. I have it, and it's where you care about yourself, but only others. And so even today, I tend to put myself last, but that's just being a mom. And like, I hope the homeless I just can't help it. But I am doing it a lot better because I definitely cut off, you know, all ties that are negative. And if I'm gonna have that negative around me, I just can't anymore, you know. And I have friends that are dying around me, and it's so hard not to be able to grab them and shake them and say, no, stop. I mean, I have my friend hanging up on me because I tell him you're gonna die. And he gets mad and he hangs up on me, but it's true. And I just see, and you saw in me as well as yourself. And, you know, I agree. I probably would be bedridden right now because that's my challenge every day, just getting up and going. And if I lay down, I'm going to die. So I always try to be productive, and definitely parent is making it a lot easier. And it's not a job, like Eric said last night. It's not a job because we enjoy what we do. You know, I've been helping people for years, and now I'm really like got the secret, you know. I got the secret. I got the 411. So, you know, hit me up and I got you. You know.
Yeah,
And we do it
absolutely.
gangster like that. And Cinnamon, oh my God. The dog. He's not letting me talk to you, babe.
Well, listen, I think this was an amazing live. I enjoy talking to you. If people want to see more of our conversations and connect, reach out to my mom. She has $50 gift cards and $100 gift cards so you can start your health journey. And also, it's all plant-based. It's all organic. It's all non-GMO. It's the best that you can get. And this, if some people are so, people right now are dying. People are sick. And people are looking for solutions. There's so many people right now. How do I get people to go vegan? How do I get people to go vegan? Find people that are not doing well, that are sick, and show them the power of plants. Offer them solutions with the power of plants. If you want to get started, let me know. I can help you guys get started because there's so many people right now that I know that are vegan, that want to help people, animals, and the planet, and they don't know where to get started. So this is a really great place to get started. So if there's any last parting words that you want to say before you go, but I think this was a great.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, number one. And I got you. And Cinnamon, you know, over here. He's just growling at me. So, no, but like my page is Dope Vegan on TikTok. You know, I'm always been about food for medicine and how real it is. And you, if you want to know more, just, you know, ask. Kevin is more than willing. They got these pages. Him and Allison Jade. She teams up also with Kevin. And it's amazing what they're doing. And oh my God, my phone's going off, ping, ping, you know, just new people finding the secret. And really, the family is so tight, and we all have the same aspects and goals. It's just to help you achieve your greatness and your health, you know, to live and have your grandchildren and your great grandchildren, you know, and pass it on, you know. So that's all I can say. And, you know, it's real. It's real food for medicine. It's real.
Well, absolutely. I love you, Mom. And thank you so much. And I'm so proud of you for, you know, taking control of your health and taking it serious. And then also sharing the solution with others. I mean, that's the best that we could do. The people in this world that have the most damage, have gone through the most trauma, and gone through the most trials and tribulations in their life have the most to give. They have the most love to give because they're able to share how to help others that are in those same situations. And I hope that we can continue to help others. And I know that one day we'll reach my sister, and we'll reach your daughter, and we'll be able to heal her as well. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. I know. We got her.
We got it. All right. Well, talk to you soon, and have fun with Cinnamon, okay?
All right, babe. See you soon.
All right. Bye.